Okay, this is a quick feet, hip, spine, shoulder routine. Starting with pressing your feet into the ground, get really nice and tall, and take 3 breaths in. You are going to try to expand upwards and outwards with every breath. And then when you breathe out, you're going to engage your core and don't collapse down. Give me 1 more, so breath in. And when you breathe out, engaging your core, don't collapse. Good. Look down to your feet. I'm going to get you to put the weight on the outsides of your feet. And then you're going to transfer all the way to the insides of your feet. Give me 2 more laps of that. Good. Then you're going to do the same thing, but we call them edges. You're going to go one way, then you're going to go the other. 2 more laps of that. You've got 26 bones in your feet. They're all supposed to move. Now, without turning to the inside or the outside of your feet, I want you to pick all your toes up. Then see if you can tap 2, 3, 4, and 5 down to the ground 3 times. Everything up, try to tap your big toe down to the ground 3 times. Then toes can rest down, pull your big toe up 3 times, and then leave the big toe down, pull 2, 3, 4, 5 up 3 times. Nice. Now into our shoulders. We're going to do a set of swimmer's hovers. So staying tall, you need to keep your ribs and your hips the same distance apart, which means your core is on. Keep your shoulder blades down, away from your head, and you're going to pull your shoulder blades back, your elbows back, your hands back. Make sure nothing cheated, your head isn't forward. Give me 3 hinges, which just means you're going to straighten out. You're going to bend in. 1 more. You're going to freeze with them out. Make sure they're as far back as you can go, like you're squeezing a physio ball. Turn your thumbs out as far as you can. We call these axials. 3 of those. Then you're going to come all the way up to what we call the Y position. And you're going to give me 3 more hinges where you hinge in. Try not to touch your head, but don't let your head come forward. Keep those shoulder blades down. And then 3 axials, so thumbs turn up and down 3 times. Then you're going to turn your thumbs down and you're going to come all the way down to that 45 degree. Then keep your arms behind you as far as they can. Hinge in, don't touch your back, and then relax. Okay, swimmer's hovers. We're going to go down into cat-cow. So you've probably done this before. You're on your hands and your knees. Your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips, and you're going to press everything up to the ceiling. So you tuck your tailbone, tuck your head, and make sure everything is up to the sky. Then you're going to drop into cow. Head goes up, tailbone goes up, and drop everything down to the floor. And then 2 more laps of that, trying to get every link in your chain, in your spine, working. Okay. Then you're going to go into what we call compressed kneeling. So you're sitting on your heels, left hand goes between your knees, right hand behind your back, and you're going to do a rotation. So as far as you can go, look, reach, pull yourself one way, and then come back. Give me 3 of those. Now, we're going to do a harder version where you put your hand behind your head. Same thing. Try to keep your spine straight though. You don't want it to side bend or flex. And you're trying to reach that elbow up to the sky as far as it can go. Good. Then switch hands, same thing on the other side. So going left as far as you can. Every link in the chain, so you can close your eyes and really think about all of those joints. And when you're done that, hand behind your head, 3 in this position, which is harder. Nice. Okay, we're going to move down to hips. So, if you have a tennis ball, put it right under your knee. We're going to try to sit up tall. If you're not tall, you might have to put a block under this hip. And you want your leg at a 90-degree angle in the front, then in the back. Hands can go on the ground. And you're going to hinge forward right at your hip until you feel a stretch in the back of this hip. So if you can't go any further, begin to press your knee, your shin, and your foot into the ground. So try to squish that tennis ball. Good. You're gonna try to use at least 80% of your effort. Then after 10 seconds, engage your core even more, and you're gonna try to lift your hands up. Good, 10 seconds here. Got about 5 more, 4, 3, 2, crush that ball though, and then relax down. Now freeze, don't pop out of this. And now you should be able to go a little further because you've just strengthened and trained some of those muscles. So in this new base position, crush the ball. Really try to get tall. Stick your tailbone out the back. Good, after 10 seconds, hands lift off, 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come back down, one more time. You should have a little bit more range. Nice, 10 seconds, crush the ball. Really tall spine, make sure you're not rounding forward. This is about your hip. Good, and lifting off, 10 seconds. Your last one, best one, crush the ball. 3, 2, 1, and then you can relax. Now, press yourself out of that. Now put the ball in what we call our trail leg. You're always going to try to squish that ball. What I want you to do though is turn as much as you can so your pelvis is going to face this back leg. Now you can hang out back here and just try to get a nice stretch. You can also make it a little more active by trying to keep the knee down and see if you can lift the foot off the floor. We call this an internal rotation lift off. It's always a 10-second hold, and then relax down. And just keep trying to twist the pelvis back, but keep that knee down. Let's maybe do one more lift off. It's hard, it doesn't want to go. It may seem like mission impossible, but even just trying uses some good muscles that we don't use. And then a nice soft landing. Beautiful. We can come out of this, and let's do it on the other side. So starting with tennis ball into that front leg, you're in your 90-90, you're nice and tall, and just coming forward so you feel the stretch. Really tall spine, 10 seconds denting that tennis ball. Good. After 10, relax, or don't relax actually, you're going to lift off, crushing the ball. Always trying to get taller, always trying to stick the tailbone out the back. Good, that's 10 seconds. Hands come back down. Now you relax and see if you can get deeper. You can snuggle into it. Good, and starting your 10 seconds again, denting the ground. Good, then lifting off. And just keep getting taller. Find that 80% of effort. Yeah, it doesn't need to be 100, but I want a lot. You should be shaking. Hands come down, release. Third set. Getting a nice line of tension here, denting the ground, 10 seconds, you're on the clock. Lifting up. Last one, best one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come back down. Press yourself out. Switch it up. Knee stays on that ball. Then see if you can turn your pelvis. Okay, so I'm getting a good stretch here. You can go further back if you want to get your stretch. There's not a lot of lift off here, but I'm going to try to lift the foot off the ground and relaxing down. Again, it's usually about a 10-second lift. Don't push into cramping or pinching. Good, let's do one more. Trying to lift, but it's barely leaving the ground. And relaxing. Okay, so little bit of core. If you have a water bottle, a block, a roller, I want you to try and put it between your elbow and your knee. So you're at a nice 90-degree angle here. You're going to keep your back on the ground, and this is really important. You don't want any sort of space between the floor and your back. You're going to try to dent this block. The other elbow and knee come up. Now making sure you don't let any space happen under your back. You're going to breathe out and really try to flatten your ribs, flatten your tummy. All right, if you can keep doing this without letting your back pop, you can begin to stretch your arm and your leg out. You should be shaking, but there should be no space. You should feel the floor. Try either just 10 breaths in this position, or you can do 10 reaches, something like that. Usually when you breathe out is when you would reach, because you get a stronger anterior abdominal wall. and we need to keep that connected. Good. You're going to switch it up. Do the other side. Good. Reestablish that nice punctum fixum right underneath the low back, and off you go. Let's try to do 10. Belly away from the waistband, ribs down, but not sacrificing the stability of your core. Good. Let's do one more. Last count there. Lovely. Okay. We're going to go back to hips for one of our last things on your tummy. And you are going to, this time, try to pull your belly away from the floor. So tailbone down to the feet. You are going to bend one knee, and you are going to try, without letting your belly go into the floor, you're going to try to lift your leg off the ground. About a 10-second hold. So you can drive your other leg into the ground, engage your core, pull your belly off the floor. 3, 2, 1, and relax down. Okay, one more time. Tailbone down to the feet. Turn on your glute. It should change shape and get hard, and then lifting off 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxing down. Okay, you can, if you want to make this a little harder, crush a ball behind your knee to really bring in a nice line of tension to the quad. And last one, lifting up. Crush the ball, but belly off the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxing down. I like that one. Same thing on the other side. So, tailbone down to the feet, lifting off. Tighten your glute, pull the back of the thigh up to the ceiling, pull the belly off the floor, and down. 2 more, reset your core, up we go. Lifting your leg off the ground, but not bringing your back into this. Keep your back still and just move your hip. 3, 2, 1. Setting down. Last one. Core on, glute on, and lift. Nice. I think you're doing a good job anyways. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxing down. Okay. And then this may not seem important, but if you have time, it is probably the most important thing you can do. Control your breathing. One hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. Your challenge is, can you breathe in and only move the hand on your belly? So you are doing a belly breath, a big, messy belly breath, where your belly rises up, but no air goes into your chest. Big, messy belly breath. Give me 3 of those. Try to not let your upper hand move. It's about controlling your breathing. Then, keep doing a belly breath, but when you breathe out, I want you to take the longest breath you have ever taken. So breathe all of yesterday's air out. You're going to have to squeeze your core like you're blowing up a balloon. And then when you cannot breathe out anymore, you can breathe in. Let's do 2 more.